welcome to another monthly product update. We are in September. This is the MPU of the month. And as always, our goal here is to provide transparency about what we have delivered and what we are developing today. So let's get into this presentation here. We have a lot of videos for you, things that we've just released today and things that we'll be releasing next week. So let's get into it. But first, before we get into our products, let's talk a little bit of Webflow Conf. That's going to be the first topic here today. And really, what I'd like to share here are some of my personal takeaways. I was there. We had other people from the Finsweet team there. It was a great time. We really enjoyed ourselves. And let me go and tell you really what I thought about it. Personalization, AEO, ongoing updates. These were kind of the three most important items for me to go and implement at Finsweet. So, I kind of had a little, I would say I was definitely motivated through some of the content, the conversations about these three topics: making a more personal experience for a specific user, and answer engine optimization. It's a big one. It's coming, and it's really something that we can go and optimize for right away. And then ongoing updates. Websites are living creatures, and there are a lot of tools that can help us continue growing them. We don't just build a site and walk away from it. There are ongoing updates. So, a lot of cool new features, new ways to integrate into Webflow that were announced. I think overall, these features are going to bring more people to the platform. And really, that's my goal here. I love that concept of having more adoption, on this Webflow platform, this ecosystem. I believe those new features will bring more people to it. Webflow giving us options for development. Very happy about this. We see kind of the vibe coding path. We also see some AI generated codes with Astro sites. We have options, and I believe those options will continue growing. And I think that's really powerful because, being in the industry for 9 years now, it's so clear that projects just have different requirements. They require different stacks, they require different everything. And it kind of seems that Webflow is really picking up on their experience platform, giving us the whole rounded view of what it means for the entire the website experience, and that includes different options for building applications, web applications, or just simple HTML and CSS websites. So very nice, very promising. Also, want to mention that Webflow is definitely continuing strong with the enterprise focus. That's for attendees, content, and features. We see a lot of focus on this. And I really feel that this is a huge win for everybody, even if you don't work with enterprise clients. So you may be listening to this and thinking, well, I have small business clients or pre funded tech companies and kind of people that don't qualify for Webflow Enterprise. I think you are still benefiting from all this enterprise push because it's going to bring more people to the platform. What's amazing is Webflow has this enterprise appeal. They're going after the enterprise appeal, yet the platform is still accessible for the cupcake shop. It is still accessible for the tech company that was started in a bedroom. So it's kind of very interesting, and I think really new that there's enterprise and small business self-service type appeal. So, when a cupcake shop sees that all different types of businesses are using Webflow, including some of the biggest names in the world, that that's pretty, I'd say, empowering to know that you can pay 29, 39, $19 or whatever it is for self-service hosting and be on that same platform as these bigger companies. So when we have the enterprise win and it still remains accessible for these smaller companies, I think they're all going to come just because the platform is going to gain major respect. So this is a good focus for everybody. I really believe that. I'll be talking more about this type of topic. Attendees happy and in a good mood. This is just so unfortunate that so many people are unhappy with their job. Just speaking to people throughout New York City, throughout New York, throughout really anywhere in the world, you just kind of see a lot of people that are not very happy doing working at their job where they get paid. And I really feel that the attendees at this conference were happy with work. They were happy with their lifestyle. And I'm not saying everybody was, or maybe they were, I don't know. But the point is, there was just an overwhelming amount of happiness and good mood about working. Like people actually wanted to be there. They weren't just there because they had to be there or they were mandated to be there. So that was a really good sign. I think it's important to note that we are part of a generally very happy industry where the people that work in this industry, I think, are generally very happy. So kudos to all of us. I saw that, I felt that at the conference, and I think that kind of vibe will follow through to more users on the platform. More updates on LinkedIn. I talked about some of these other topics in the last slide: personalization, AEO, ongoing topics. I've already shared that on my LinkedIn. You can go and check that out. Post about it. I'll be posting more about this type of industry insights, so if you're interested in that, go ahead, follow me, or connect with me. I would love to meet all of you. Let's now move on to monthly product updates. Let's go to first components. We have a lot of new awesome updates here. And first, let's talk about what we've launched this month. The auto tabs component. Nice. A simple way to add auto playing animated tabs to any Webflow site. This is I think probably one of the best native tab solutions that you can come across inside of a Webflow app, being able to go and really make some more advanced customizations that requires JavaScript or advanced CSS or some kind of trick or hack to make it happen. This is out now, all very native feeling. You can see just a couple of toggles, some drop downs, some duration inputs, right? And you can really customize this and make it awesome. And just like that, you kind of click it, you generate it, and there you go. You have this very interactive tabs component, and it can be fully CMS powered or static. Very nice, very valuable, very important here. Customizable progress bar. This is always an ask. We're seeing this on more websites. Maybe you have a solution for it. I'd like to think this one is a bit easier. We just have that toggle and then the direction. So yeah, I'd say this is a very flexible tool, very reusable. You can use this throughout your project. We also have the auto timer and animated transitions. Very, very nice. And style like a native Webflow element. That's always a big one. That's kind of what all of our products follow here, that we give you the ability to use Webflow the way that Webflow was intended to be used, with native classes, with native styles, with native everything. So that follows this mentality, and you don't really have to look at the code part of it. You just worry about the HTML and CSS and Webflow. You'll also get a live preview inside the Webflow app, which is very helpful, that you don't even have to publish your project to actually see it working. So you can go ahead and in that live preview, go and test it out. Also, with the Components app, we have Instagram feed updates. These are nice. As asked by our users, we have now supported Instagram Reels. So you can set to Reels only. You can have Reels sprinkled into the other content, the posts. And you can see here in this demo, we have the Reels only selected. And it's a great way. You can have now multiple Instagram feeds, one of Reels, one without Reels. And you can manage all of those in the new integrations tab inside the Instagram feed component. So we have been seeing that people have multiple instances and they're not, it may not be clear exactly what's on the project. So this is going to show all of your instances all across the project, including one that may just be for Reels. And some more items here: site-wide view, instance tracking, and team visibility. Great for teams that are using multiple collaborators, or you are handing off the site to a client, or you're just building a site for a client. This is a great kind of mini dashboard inside this component. We're also releasing a load more feature. If you know attributes, you know that we love load more. And we've now implemented that concept here in the Instagram feed. So you could just click on load more. We'll give you a load more button on the bottom here, which of course you can customize. And then it will load more posts. And just like that, very simple. That's going to be integrated. You can go and create that, generate it on the page. Seamless browsing, flexible display, smooth experience. When you have a lot of these posts and reels, you don't want to show all of them, but you want, you want them to be able to load more. We've heard it. That was a user request, and we went ahead and implemented that. Okay, so that's a big components update here. We have the Instagram feed, and we'll also be rolling out some of those features to the YouTube feed as needed. And let's talk about what's coming next month. This is what we're working on right now. It will be available next month, and that is the favorites component. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So you'll be able to go and add items to a favorite list. You can have multiple favorite lists. You can add them, multiple items on the same page. You can even go to different pages, like a CMS page, and go ahead and favorite that item as well. All those favorites will be stored in the favorites list. And again, you can have multiple of these lists. And it's very flexible. We kind of built it where you'll get a lot of capabilities. And this is just a little preview of what we'll be uh, releasing here. Check out this store favorites in local storage. That's pretty cool. Will also allow you to connect it to backend platforms like Airtable or Supabase. So very cool. We'll be releasing that next MPU. And that's it for components. Let's now continue on to Wized. With Wiz, we do have a couple of nice releases launched this month. First being request props. So now you can add these new props. We're giving this a user ID name, and you can see that new P to access that prop. And here in this demo, what we're doing is we are going to use the same request and set a click event to user one and user two and pass the prop of user one and then pass the prop of user two using the same request. So this is excellent for usability. If you're a Wiz user, you will love this. You can see the user ID in the first request is one, the user ID in the second request is two. So this is a big step towards reusability and just kind of project scalability. So that's a big release there. We also have a search bar in the workspaces dropdown. We saw that people were invited to now many workspaces as we release this feature. So now you can search for your workspace. Fix the UX issue some of you were waiting for. It's now possible to navigate between pages when previewing a branch or a backup. That was a bit of an issue. We've now fixed it. Thank you very much. And what's coming next to Wized is workflows. This is a big one. This is, you can see a very different view than what you're used to with Wiz. We have a visual canvas where you can set these steps visually. You can also manage those steps there on the right. And yeah, this is kind of a new direction of how to really scale a site here. These workflows can be reused throughout your project, and yeah, it's again another important step towards project scalability. So we'll have more info on that. This is not live. This was in the what's coming next view. So we will have more information on that for you next MPU. Okay, that's it for Wized. Let's now move on to CMS Bridge. We do have a big update here launching this month, and that is a new batch sync system. You can see on the left the old system. It's going to take a bit of time there. We've sped it up for you. And on the right, we have the new batch sync system. So the batch sync took 29 seconds. And for that same sync, the old system took 5 minutes and 36 seconds. That's a huge improvement. So this new batch sync system takes advantage of a couple new Webflow APIs, and now we are able to make it 40 times faster syncing compared to before. So, in simple terms, instead of syncing item by item, we're syncing items in batches. We're releasing this as a beta. We've been testing it a lot, but it does have a beta tag, so please test it with care and let us know what you think. And this is all done. We are currently waiting on Airtable marketplace approval. So it seems that there is no issue, but we're just kind of waiting for them to accept it. Once it's accepted, it will be live. So that's a big one. If you're a CMS Bridge user, bringing your Airtable data into Webflow or your Webflow data into Airtable, that's a big update for you. Moving on, let's go to Finsweet Extension. A lot of you have been asking about this. This is a big one. And I have some good news. Our V1 launch is going to bring over some high value solutions migrated from the Chrome extension. Now, I say migrated, but really everything's being rebuilt. It's in a different system now using the proper Webflow APIs. And yeah, we're just kind of rebuilding these important items that we're able to rebuild. You may be missing a couple of big items from this list. However, that's because there are limitations in the API. We are working with Webflow to try to get some of those limitations lifted to get some expansion on the API to support some of the other features. But we are able to build these features. So we're going to focus on these from the existing solution into the new Webflow app. And we'll be adding on two new solutions inside the Finsweet extension. That's going to be scan duplicated classes and edit code. Let's first look at scan duplicated classes. So we're going to have a scanner that will show you when classes are very similar. So for example, if you have a text size small 2, text size small 3, or even if they're completely different names, but the styles are very similar, we're going to be able to tell you that and perform some actions to remedy that, to clean up the site. So this is great when you inherit a site or just at the end of the site when you may have accidentally duplicated some classes or you see some opportunities to merge some classes together. So there you go. That's going to be a nice workflow addition. This was not part of the existing Finsweet extension. This is a new feature. And next, we'll look at edit code, which we will definitely release in a beta, but we feel pretty good about it. This is going to allow you to edit the HTML and the CSS of your page, just like a text editor. Just like a code editor. And this is an interesting one. People kind of get excited about this one, I'd say, when we've shown it internally and talking about it. But we have a really good concept for how to make this work, and we do plan on releasing this as a beta in that first release of Finsweet Extension. So that will be a great feature for you, really. Super cool. So launching next month, we have Finsweet Extension coming out as a Webflow app, and it's going to include all of these features. That's at least what we are planning for. Now, it is just remember we have to stay within the API of Webflow, within their limitations. Well, I should say within their their set of solutions. They have a very powerful set of solutions, but doesn't have everything yet. So we do have to stay within those guardrails. So things may not be exactly the same, but I think we're going to come back even stronger with the native Webflow app. So just to be clear, October 30th, we'll be here live announcing that product, releasing that product. It's going to be a freemium model that has free features with usage limits, and you can unlock unlimited usage with a premium subscription. We're going for affordability here. We want this to be a kind of everybody has it type app. And we're thinking between $5 and $10 per month, unlimited use subscription. And this is going to include a very much growing list of solutions. Um, this is just what we could develop in the last 2 months or so, maybe 2.5 months. But we will, yeah, we're just going to keep developing on this. So it's going to be even more valuable as we continue. So that's what we're thinking. That's what we're going to do. And yeah, I'm excited about that one. And let's look at a nice Finsweet.com update. We have a new update to our homepage. You could check it out, Finsweet.com. We had a lot of big visual updates to our website recently, but we kind of ignored the homepage, not knowing exactly how to do it. And we now did it. So we've now released a new homepage. It intertwines our agency work with our product work. Hopefully, it's a little bit more educational about who we are as a company. And yeah, I'm really pumped about it. So go check it out. Let us know what you think. And we're gonna be doing some really cool things with Finsweet.com in the personalization space. I'll share more about that on LinkedIn. Okay, thank you. That's it. That was the September monthly product update. Had some great updates for you today. And next month, we're going to have a lot more updates and new product launch. So definitely join us next month, October 30th, and have a great rest of the week. Thanks.